You talk about a reinvention R&D budget. I want you to maybe just dive into that a little bit. It sounds like something our listeners, if you're thinking about these second acts, should really consider doing. Reinvention R&D budget. What is this?
Yeah. So here's the thing, Wes. I am constantly amazed when I went around talking about my book, Second Act Careers. And I would hear from people who would say, well, some of these ideas sound intriguing, but, I just don't want to spend the money to get a certificate or to take a class. And finally, I started looking at them and I would say, if you don't mind me asking, what did you spend on your child's viola lessons? And are they still playing viola? What did you spend on your child's ice skating lessons? And did they go to the Olympics? The point here being that we spend particularly, and women are particularly bad at this, we spend all sorts of money on our kids and other people. But when it comes to ourselves, and particularly at this stage in life, some people feel like, okay, well, it's not that important. I'm older. I should be able to figure this out on my own. I don't want to spend any money on classes or, spend money on putting up a website. And my feeling is, first of all, there's a lot of things these days that are available for free, classes and website templates and all sorts of things, and listening to podcasts like this where you can get educated. A lot of this is available for free, but every once in a while, it really does pay to spend some money. And so, another great example from my book is I interviewed a woman who's a senior move manager. Senior move managers are people who help people move out of their forever homes into the next facility. So it might be a 55 plus community, an assisted living facility, what have you. And they help them with, decluttering, planning the move, figuring out where the furniture goes, etc. It's a growing field, as you can imagine. This woman, the way that she got into the field, sort of a longer story, but
hold on, is this her primary or her second act? So
it became her second act.
Second act.
She was actually somebody who did PR for the financial services industry. You have to remember, I wrote the book back following the financial crisis of 2008, 2009. So her financial consulting business at that point was not doing so well, and she needed to figure out something else that she could do. She read about this senior move manager. She thought, that's intriguing. She went to their annual conference, so she immersed herself in 5 days of learning and meeting new people, and that was such a fabulous way. I really encourage people to take a look at industry associations. There is an industry association for every industry you can possibly think of. And a lot of them offer training programs and a network of people that you can tap into to help with moving forward in your next act. The funny thing about the story, Wes, is that she became a senior move manager, but when she went back the second year to the conference, they discovered that she had all this background in PR. So all of these senior move managers were interested in speaking with her about helping them with PR for their business. And then she started doing that as well. So it's a great example evolution. Of a full circle. Right.